AWiseBrown. You are watching AWiseTalks, and I am here with the powerful DJ Duffey. Hey, DJ
thank you
Duffey.
for having me.
Oh my gosh,
So happy to
thank
be here.
you for even being here. Just in case somebody's been living under a rock and they don't know, like, you know, why you are or how you became the hottest female DJ out of Dallas, okay? So how did you start off becoming a DJ?
Pretty much, long story short, I had went through a divorce with my high school sweetheart. I was working at Enterprise Car Rental with a 1-year-old, and I was trying to figure out life and what was the next step for me and what was going to make me happy. And I have a couple passions, but one of them being music and another one of them being around people and a people person. And that's what prompted me to look into something in the music industry. And I was thinking about producing and DJing, and I watched Millionaire Matchmaker one night, and there was a millionaire on there from being a female DJ. So I said, hey, let me try that out first. And I tried it, and I literally fell in love with it and just would spend hours and hours practicing, and it just became a passion.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm talking about like actually like DJ, like with records. Because like for me back in the day, I know I'm a little older than you, but like, there was how would you even know like how to do it?
I actually, when people ask me how did I learn how to DJ, I really couldn't afford at the time to hire somebody to teach me, and I really didn't have the time to go out and get lessons from anybody. So YouTube, I learned about the history of DJing. I learned what equipment I needed to buy. I learned how to plug the equipment up to turn it on. I learned literally everything I needed to know through YouTube. So I really was pretty much self-taught for a long time.
Gosh, okay. So see, when I'm talking about power, I'm talking about smart, right?
I recently graduated from the University of Texas at Arlington in Enterprise, and I played basketball for 4 years.
College?
In college, yeah.
Okay.
I was a communication technology major. So with that major, I learned how to communicate with the world through technology. So other passions of mine, I also do family photography. I also can do website design, graphic design. You know, a lot of things I can do on my own because of my major.
And you know what though, that makes sense because I'm not really technically savvy. So when you think about the photography and the digital, now I can see you scratching.
Yep. It was very interesting to me to learn how I was more interested in how to make all the equipment and everything work.
Yes.
And how to learn how to use that program that DJs use Serato now. They no longer use the disc. They use a program called Serato. So learning Serato and how to, once I figured out how to make everything work and I played my first song, I was very like impressed with myself and was excited, you know.
I love it. I love impressed with myself because that propels you. Now, this is the thing. Everybody out there sees you, right? When I go to your Instagram, you are all over the world.
Yeah.
Right? Woo! Yes. So how is it now that you get from self-taught DJing, right, to being all over the world with some of the greatest artists today?
Yeah. Currently, I am French Montana's DJ. He has the #1 record, Unforgettable, at the moment. So we just came off of a European tour. Right now, we're on tour with the Weeknd. We're going to be hitting up London, Australia, Germany. So long story short with that is I met French Montana before I became a DJ, and he was actually one of the first people that I ran the idea by of me wanting to learn how to actually DJ because he was in the music industry. But I used to spend hours with him in the studio not because of the, like, you know, a lot of the girls would sit there and party and drink and have fun, but I would be learning how they put the song together. I'd be helping him with lyrics. I would be picking beats, and that kind of really made me realize how much I love music. So he was one of the first people I ran that idea by. So now, you know, fast forward to 5 years later, I'm now, you know, one of the biggest DJs, and he was in need of a DJ for his European tour. And called me up and asked me, did I want to leave for Europe in literally 3 days.
Get out of
here.
here.
And we have remained friends throughout, we've been friends for 6.5 years. We've remained really good friends throughout the whole thing. So now for me to be working with one of my closest friends who is now at the height of his career and I'm at the height of my career, you know, it's really an amazing bond that we have.
Of course, that is freaking huge.
Yeah.
But that was meant to be.
Yeah.
You see that, right?
Yeah.
So that connection that you had
Right.
brought you
Right.
that plus opportunity.
Right.
but you working it out.
Right.
You're smart.
Right.
Brought you to this moment here.
Exactly.
I love it. But see, this is what I see a lot of problem with. Is people out there like bullies. This takes me back to when you did the little thing on Basketball Wives. There was some girls on there who bullied you, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that they said was they called you, called you promiscuous, right? That's hard. For women, that's a hard tag to hold up. Your power. How in the world? How do you push through that?
I think the biggest insult that I think that I was maybe given on the show, I don't really care much about promiscuity or being promiscuous or anything like that, because I've had that my whole life, being more of a curvy woman. And I used to always hang out with the guys playing sports. So you see a curvy woman with guys a lot. You know, I got it my whole life. So that didn't bother me. What bothered me is when I would uplift myself saying that I'm the best DJ, or that I'm successful at what I do, or that anything when I spoke about my career, they would say, you're not that great, or you're not as good as you think you are, or you're not like, they would name other guy DJs, you're not like this guy or this guy or this guy, and you know, that would more than anything bother me. But that comes with it, and you know, luckily I believe in myself, because if I didn't believe in myself as much as I do, that probably would have really made me not believe in myself as much, and maybe not push myself as much. I might not be touring the world with French Montana, because when he called me for the job, I might say, I'm not ready to tour with a big artist because I'm not good enough. You know, it could happen. You know, I could have not taken the job feeling that I wasn't good enough, you know.
Right, yeah, but that's what I want to know, and that's what I want to share. Where did that come from? That's resilience. Yeah.
Well, I say that comes from how I grew up with my parents. I have two amazing parents that are strong, and I grew up with a military father who came from poverty and had the youngest of 9 children in Waco, Texas, and I mean the oldest of 9 children, so he took care of everybody. And you know, when my mom got pregnant at a young age, he joined the military to provide for my mom, and he pushed me to be strong, and even in sports, which I relay sports to the DJing world. Sports, playing basketball is a male-dominated field, obviously.
That's right.
And so is DJing.
That's right.
So when people ask me, well, how did you get into DJing with all these men? Do they ever say this, da, 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 da? They said the same thing playing sports. My daddy would push me and tell me that I can compete with guys. I can compete with the men.
Yes.
So, you know, if you're strong enough to compete with the guys and the girls, then they don't really bother me.
I know that's right. So that's where that comes from. Okay, let's talk about balance. So you do have a son, right? You have a son. I met your mother. She is beautiful. Like, this is where this beauty comes from.
Mom, for sure.
Yes. So, okay, you traveling all over the world. Then the time that you're here, you were spending it with your son as a mother, nurturing. Balance. How do you stay balanced?
Once again, I thank it to sports. You know, playing sports in college really taught me how to balance. You know, trying to get education. I cared about my education, keeping my GPA high, and I cared about also having a social life because I love people, and then also dominating on the court. So balancing all those things, I've kind of always balanced. I've kind of always juggled things my whole life. So, you know, right now, I can go without sleep if that means putting a smile on my son's face, or take him to the fair, or do what I have to do, take my mom shopping, take her to get what she needs, because I mean the whole reason I'm out here working hard is to provide for my family. Like, I could care less about, you know, myself and getting in bags and shoes for myself. Like, I care about making those around me smile and doing what I can for them. So I go and I make the money and I come back and I'm like, what y'all want? Like, because this is what I do it for. So, you know, these times when I come home, it's so much fun for me because I can provide for those loved ones in my life, and that's really why I do it.
Okay, no, that sounds good. Who did you encountered or worked with, right, that you DJ for, that like blew your mind? Like someone who you thought like this is it, or like, I don't even believe I'm on this stage mixing for this person, or like, is there a high?
I don't know any, because you know what, I actually knew a lot of celebrities before I started DJing. And so to me, the idea of celebrity, I didn't really have, because a lot of these people were my friends. Like, Trina was my friend before DJing for her. French was my friend before DJing for him. Drake was my friend before I did a private party for him. You know, all these people that I've encountered, I kind of knew them before I started DJing. But one person I didn't know before DJing and I met through DJing that has really changed my life would be Amber Rose. The time I met her was I was DJing a party in Dallas and she was hosting. She came in the DJ booth and we had an amazing conversation while I'm DJing and fell in love with each other's like personality. And we both, at the time, I didn't even know really that I was a feminist. But she made me realize I was a feminist. And so we had that in common. And then when she asked me to DJ for her Slutwalk, I was ecstatic when I found out what the meaning of that was and what was behind it. And I got to learn Amber Rose so much better because she had been quiet for so many years dating Kanye. She was silent, so I really didn't know about her. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know anything about her. To find out she was really a down south Philly girl that was very humble and that loved family and loved women and support women. Like to find out how amazing she was just really blew my mind. And she has taught me so much through our friendship. And I really look up to her, the way she handles her business and the things she does and the way she doesn't let people's opinions of her, you know, change anything that she's doing.
Yes. No, I agree. I love Amber Rose too. She's next. I love her too. Wow. Okay. No, that's power. What's next? Like, what is next? If you could just, and I know, like we say, it's all in God's plan, right? I know. Oh no, I cannot forget. I can't forget to mention Jimmy Fallon.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you were on.
Yes.
Like
Jimmy Fallon, and I'll
that
be
was
on
amazing.
Ellen tomorrow.
Ellen.
Yeah, I fly out to LA in the morning.
Nice.
For Ellen.
Okay.
Yeah, all these experiences are just like blowing my mind and how fast they're coming. And I've done so much in such a short amount of time DJing for French. Like it's been amazing.
Yes,
I'm gonna be doing the Latin Grammys. We're performing that in Vegas in November. It's just so much is just happening.
Nice. Okay, well, no, but I love that answer, right? Because you like, it's no specifics. You just gonna let the universe take you.
I really am just gonna do that. I mean, there's so many ways that I could go because, like I was saying, my mind works in so many ways just because I'm artistic, and like I said, I could do so many things.
Yes.
And I'm just not going to make plans. God said, when you make plans, God laughs.
He
and
laughs.
I never, ever would have thought I would have been 21 years old with a 1-year-old, or 22 years old with a 1-year-old learning how to DJ, and now be where I'm at now. So, you know, I'm just hoping whatever I do is just a bigger impact than what I'm doing now. I just hope I keep progressing. And I talked to my publicist the other day about starting maybe brunches, all these places I'm visiting, and empowering other women who want to start businesses.
Yes.
And maybe doing something with single moms, because, you know, it's really hard to do what I did, quit a job and start a career that really you don't know where it'll go.
Heck
and
yes,
you know, maybe I could just be
scary.
a testimony and
You
give
can be.
people hope
Yes.
that you can do it, you know, and you can't make any excuses, because I had no time and I had no money, and YouTube was how I figured out how to do what I wanted to do. So
no, I love it. Okay, anything else that you want to leave your viewers with? Like I mean, you said a lot. I mean, I learned a lot.
Good.
But I'm just wondering, is there anything else? Anything you want to leave them with? And if not, you're good.
No, I just want those who don't follow me or maybe didn't know me or just knew me from reality TV, is that it's just so many more layers to me.
Yes.
And even more than I've talked in this interview. And so just follow me in my journey, and I'm going to start doing other things and talking more about my personal journey and stuff that I want to do and work on in the community. And just stay tuned. So follow me and you'll see.
Okay, follow me on.
I want DJ DUFFEY. Yep, I want DJ DUFFEY.
I want DJ DUFFEY. I love DJ DUFFEY. Thank you.
Thank you.